In 2011, when Skyrim came out, mere hours after I played it for the first time, I encountered an issue. I was over encumbered. You see, when a 10-year-old plays a video game, they are not looking at text on the screen. No. They are looking at their own reflection in the screen, wondering why am I moving so slow. So today I wanted to ask, can you beat Skyrim with only 10 carry weight? This was a viewer suggested run, and I don't know how to say their name, so they are on the screen now. It's a simple idea. With the use of commands, I set my max carry weight to 10, I can't move if I become over encumbered, and for shits and giggles I play on the master difficulty. I'm playing as a walking, talking, somewhat sassy lizard, and if I had spent any time at all researching for this run, I would have picked Breton due to their magic absorption, but I write the scripts after I'm finished recording, so it's too late for would-haves. This was fun to record. I encountered challenges I don't usually, died a lot more than usual, and used resources I wouldn't usually. What does this mean? It means for the first time in possibly forever, I had to use my head for more than slugging in a chair and playing Skyrim. I did, however, know what weapon I wanted to use, and while you watch me die, I'll enlighten you. It's a weapon that when equipped does damage. However, I had to be anywhere between level 5 and 40 to actually get this weapon, so I made sure to do everything I could to level up. Let's just say by the end of the run, I was level 91 in pickpocketing, and we'll leave it at that. I get myself to level 3 before leaving Vault 111, and due to my no defense, I've resorted to using the healing spell a lot for this run, and I usually stray away from magic because like broccoli isn't for you, being weird isn't for me. I take the thief stone and come up with another rule on the spot like a dictator. If I'm using a standing stone, it has to be one of the first 3 you encounter, no others. The reason I'm telling you this is so you don't comment and tell me about the stone of erect steel that makes armor weigh nothing and give me 100 extra weight capacity. I'm sure in the background of all this, you will witness me pickpocketing the good folks of Riverwood. By the time I left Riverwood, I was already up to level 6 and even got myself a shiny new dagger, courtesy of the walking mammal. Having the healing spell in my offhand is useful, but only really for the start of the run, because while it's nice to heal, I am a Dark Souls player at heart and I like being able to riposte. I almost get circumcised by this ice wolf, then as if out of nowhere 2 bandits spawned on me and hard rushed B. In Whiterun, the saga continues. I pickpocket every citizen who was outside during the day for anything that had a gold value over 7. Pickpocketing already being at 56 and me being at level 9, I approach the big castle in the sky, and let's just say when I leave, we're level 11 and close to 60 levels in pickpocketing. I pick up stone flesh from Fire Ass and head over to Tutorial Cave 2. Besides getting myself stuck behind a spinning rock, this place wasn't too bad. You could argue that it's not supposed to be difficult. I'm not even an hour and a half into the game, but then this spider strikes me down where I almost get fucked sideways, so who's to say. A cheeky level up with my his skin ability allows me to get the win, and I head on taking out all the Draugr for points in sneak, one-handed or even restoration. However, I am an idiot. Not because of who I am as a person, but because of what I do as a person. I run back to get that stupid fucking dumb cunt claw from the son of a bitch who's gonna get eaten by a spider, and continue forward where really each fight was the same: dodge, riposte, damage. All I need now is rolling iframes. The Draugr White Lord at the end was a cunt. They had no respect for anything. They kept disarming me, killing me, and in general gave me bad feelings. It was a miracle I didn't cry after recording this, and let's just leave it at that. After about 5 minutes, I finally understood the concept of patience, not something found in a lot of people these days, and I play keep away, healing myself and only going in for the attack when I could, and after 8 minutes I was victorious. I clear out Ember Shard Mine real quick and a dragon is attacking Whiterun. Something must be done. I am requested personally by the Jarl to stop this beast. Who was behind these dragons? I need answers. While this dragon is attacking me, 3 hired thugs will not fuck off and leave me alone. But after kiting them around, they get killed in the background of everything going on, and I violently bait out the dragon so Irilith and maybe one guard that's left kill it, but I take credit regardless. I take the card to Morthal so I can pick up something for later and mark Ustengrav on the map. I then head over to Riften and proceed to pick every pocket I can, reaching up to level 76 and 17. And to change things up a bit, instead of taking the usual way to steps, I walk from Riften, using the auto walk button as I sit and watch Kitchen Nightmares with my girlfriend in the background. It's not an exciting walk besides the zombie chicken, but I won't bore you with that. Heading up the mountain now, and because I am as much of a pussy as they come, I sneak kill the hunter on the way up and literally just fucking run past everything else on the way up because I just couldn't. Up with the old men now, they initiate me into their fantasy card shop Sim League and they sent me to the shop to get Horn to drink from. In Ustengrav, I actually noticed something. When you're not wearing any clothes, you sneak so much better and your stamina goes down much slower. I pick up the Eternals on Blu-ray and learn that my horn has been stolen by the very same woman with whom I took this dagger from. Some Clemic and Occultist happen, and with another pickpocket, I reach level 20, and at this stage I have 9 perk points I haven't even used yet. In Dawnstar, I'm approached by the inevitability, and this is where my plan comes into action. I needed the one-shot machine. We got a part of the Razor earlier, so we only have 2 parts to get now. The first part is found at a raider camp just west of Falkreath, in their creepy, wet, moist dungeon basement. And the next part is just a horse jump almost suicide away, but before making my way up the big mountain for my reward, I discover Cart Spire. I was in my fuck going through this whole area just to get what I came for. So I scale the side of the mountain with Cunt the horse, and when I get to the top, I realise that I need to kill Dracula, and it's actually not that difficult at all. Back in Dawnstar, I do some pickpocketing and chanting before falling through time and space for a magical gem and return to Silo, and we head up a mountain where I have to kill him. Turns out he is an annoying bitch and you can't kill him before Dagon instructs you to. This was like getting gifted money for Christmas only to find a PC online you want to buy, but you can't because it's coming from fucking England and they don't ship to Ireland, so yet again the English have fucked you over. I got Mayrune's Razor, which has a unique effect in which it has a small chance to instantly kill any enemy, and what better way to test it out than a dragon wyvern zombie. It took a whopping 3 hits and he was down, so yeah, I wasn't too worried about the run anymore, but RNG can be a bitch. If you don't know what RNG stands for, I will give you a hint, it is not about the colour wheel. Delphine being ever so impressed with our ability to absorb a dragon specimen, it sends me to the heart of the capital to find out what they know about the menace recoming of the dragons. I do some very questionable enchants before I give the elf a whopping 5 things, not including the keys. Down to Delphine now to get ready to sneak in, and a fucking blood dragon comes out of nowhere. This wouldn't have been so bad if I didn't just give Malborn everything I fucking own. I contemplated changing the difficulty, but I didn't. I did what a real man would do. I cowered away listening to the Rolling Stones for a mighty 5 minutes till it decided to finally be useful and fuck off. In the embassy, well actually no. Let's play a game and try and guess what happens in the embassy. It has been about a week since I've recorded this, so I, just like you, have no idea what's coming up as I'm writing this part of the script. I collect all of my valuable belongings, which was typed in sarcastic, but I suppose I'm wielding the dagger of a demon basically. I try luring just one soldier out at a time from the first room, and instead I end up getting doubled and triple fucked, but because I had the foresight to actually use magic in this run, for what might be the first time, I managed to not actually die, like at all. That is of course ignoring the excuse for a polar bear frost troll at the end. If it were able to use thumbs or maybe even more than half a percentage of its brain, then it could learn to do some climbing and take out the wizard for us. You may or may not have just seen me leveling up my skills, but now sneak attacks with a dagger are doing 15 times the damage. Do the math. This is my base attack, but there is 15 of them. It's like freezing time to kick someone in the nuts for 15 times and then to unfreeze time if they feel it all at once. I managed to do that annoying part in Riften in a whopping 15 seconds, and I don't think that time can or ever will be beaten. It takes a master of all things, knowledge and skill to understand what is going to happen next in a decade plus old game. Besides Esbern being a stubborn bitch like he always is, and the Thalmor being a bigger pain in my side than my hip when it got infected that one time, I reunite Claire and Leon, who, when they work together, are actually able to be of some help. It is time for the magic wall. You know what's coming. Teleportation, murder, puzzles, avid Suicide Boys listener, and the fate of all mankind. How to take down the Institute. However, we must first talk to this little scamp who sent us to get the Elder Scrolls 5 trademark. And for once, I decide not to cheat my way through, but instead I employ a different tactic. I walk fast and jump good, and at some stage I jump even a little too good. But that's okay, because I have learned from my multiple mistakes I make every day and linger about them for years by hiding away in the dusty corner to sneak past the visually impaired elves only to run into a friend and a piece of cheese. The only exciting thing that actually happened in Blackreach was me sneak killing this giant with multiple sneak attacks in a row. I get the crown, save the town, and Mr. Krabs. So, hi. It's been about 2 weeks since I've last written anything for this script due to, unfortunately, having a life with responsibilities and tasks. What this means is, to be honest, I haven't a fucking clue on what is going on or what's about to happen. But it looks like I finally managed to join the Pink Pony Club, pay my respects and travel back in time to learn that one shout that we need to finish the game. The Alduin fight was something else. I don't remember much, but I remember thinking this fight is a cunt. I died more than one whole time, and after slogging for hours over this Alduin fight, I finally managed to take him down and set up the ultimate sleepover. But to spice things up, I talked to the old man instead of the old dragon. Myself and the men of violence gathered together to plan our sleepover, but fucking Brian showed up, even though he didn't get an invite, but he told his mom he did. We decided to oust him out anyway so he'll sleep in the garden. We decided to let Team Blue and Team Red have a timeout for a few minutes and I fly off on the back of a dragon. Sometimes at this point of the run I might mention how fun or challenging or frustrating a run is, but to be honest, as I said, I can't remember much about this run. I recorded it about 3 weeks ago and I've been quite busy IRL. It's always fun doing challenge runs suggested by people in the comments, so if there is a challenge run that you want to see, just let me know anywhere. I would give this run 8 out of 10 Daras. The reason for the missing 2 was because as I'm rewatching this footage and watching Call Me Kevin in the background, I am watching myself getting blasted sideways for like 10 minutes by Soon. But after a while, I stopped being so subtle, decided to use the elements to my advantage, and with my magic dagger and the power of friendship, the answer you already know to a question that was asked by one person. Yes, you can beat Skyrim with only 10 carry weight. Apologies for the big gap in between videos. If you have any suggestions for runs, please leave them in the comments. With that, I've been Dara and have a good day.